Andre, hello mate. As you can probably tell, my voice is not really up to things today. Would you mind explaining the Club World Championships to the viewers at home in case they don't know what it is? What do you mean you don't know what it is? It's the Club World Championships. It's the winners of all the Champions Leagues and stuff like that. They all play against each other from all the different continents. Yeah. Just look on the One Football app, the sponsor of today's video. That will tell you everything you need to know about the Club World Championships because all the information's on there. It's the best football app out there to keep up to date with all the latest football news, scores and updates and competitions from around the world. And Andre, you know this already. You can download it for free from the top line of the description and it really helps me and the channel out at the same time. You've downloaded it on all your devices. I mean, that's great, but have you bought a new device recently you can download it on? Because that would be great as well. Good, you have. You got a new phone. Brill. Download it on there as well, Andre, and do some research, and then maybe you can tell. I mean, I've told them now, haven't I, pretty much what the Club World Championships is, so I guess this was a waste of time, Andre. Right, I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Hello and welcome back. This voice is not good today. Hello and welcome back to On The Rocks. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode and looking forward to this sexy gravelly voice for the rest of the episode. Not really getting much better. It's okay for a good short half-hour burst or so, but after streaming a lot this weekend, that's not done my voice any favours. So I don't think we'll be doing tonight's stream because, quite frankly, I don't think this voice can hold up for that long streaming tonight. Hopefully, it'll be fine for Wednesday though, so we'll keep Wednesday's stream all scheduled up. Anyway, in today's episode, we're going to do the Club World Championships group stage. We've been drawn against, as you can see, Atlanta United and Palmeiras from Brazil. So Palmeiras will be an interesting one. I think we played them 4 years ago. Maybe we didn't then. You hate to see it. But we also have Atlanta United, who, if you can remember right back to the very start of this series, are one of our affiliate clubs, which is pretty cool. So Atlanta United, it's like a nice little way to round our final season. We're going to finish it by playing one of our long-standing affiliate clubs. Of course, this is the start of the final season, so we want to try and win all 6 trophies we'll be competing in this season, and the Club World Championships is one of them. However, it has been made a little bit more difficult. My plan was not to get Lassialian back again on loan because we didn't need him. But then I thought, well, if it's only just one more season, we may as well get him back on loan because he's been here for so long. He may as well stay here at the club. The issue is he's gone back to Man United. United are not very keen on letting him come back on loan. And he has been transfer listed for £69 million, which we're not going to pay because we don't need to pay £69 million for him. But other clubs are very willing to do that. They have bid £61 million from Arsenal, 66 from Milan. I think, yeah, they just don't want to have him on loan. We can... it's difficult. In fact, we did put another loan bid in, but it looks like that's been rejected because he is going to leave on a permanent elsewhere. So it's a bit sad. I did want Lassialian for this final season because he's been here so long. But United have other plans for him, and I'm not going to pay the money for him. With the money that we do have, I want to bring in world-class players in a couple of positions. At the moment, we currently have, if I can find the finances tab, that's still not the finance tab, Tom, £83 million to spend. And I want to spend it on some world-class players. And speaking of trying to make a little bit more money for us, Norwich are putting a £14 million bid in for Alavio, which I am very tempted to accept. Okay, we did try to sell him. 14 million is a little low though. Can we get you up to like 25 million? Because then we'd be cooking on gas at that point, 25 million. So let's get 20 up front, 5 down the line. Not that we need the 5 down the line at all, but it's... I don't know. Oh, they've accepted that as well. Okay, 25 million it is. Transfer offer to clubs. Let's see if we can get just an outright 25 million. Because an extra 20 million will be over 100 million to spend on some players. And Stoke are coming in with just a 25 million pound bid up front. So let's accept that. And I think we go to the transfer centre. And I think we go on Alavio. And we reject the 20 million from Norwich. And it was also Sandri that we weren't particularly keen on keeping around at the club. He's not really done much since he joined us, to be fair. Transfer offered to clubs. He's valued at 13. I think we'd be lucky to get that. So maybe let's just put 10 on the table and see what people say. And then Fox Anderson too. He's been terrible since he broke his leg. Transfer offer to clubs. Valued at 15. Let's see if we can get 15 for him. We'll do the bulk of our buying though, probably after the Club World Championships, because I don't want to get too mixed up in everything at the same time. But if we want to win 6 trophies this season, we are going to need an absolute superstar team, as Fox Anderson is driving bids of £15 million upwards. So if clubs are happy to bid 15, they'll be happy to bid, we'll try 20. We'll try 20 and see what they say. But no one cares about Sandri at all. We might have to make a bit of a loss on Sandri. Well, actually, we signed him on a free, didn't we? It's just that we're not going to make much money off him. Stoke want Thad McRae. You can't have him. He's one of our key players. He is staying at the club for a long, long time. And we are still the most reputable club in all of Europe. Is that reputable or is that... Oh, no, it's coefficient ranking. It's not reputation. That's a bit annoying. Still, we are dominating the coefficient rankings, I should say. But Scotland does stay in 6th, which is a bit annoying. We can never get ourselves past 5th. 5th one season, that was it. It's a bit upsetting. Salzburg want to sign Fox Anderson for 20 million. The only club to bid 20 million, so I think we'll probably accept that. And I know I said we weren't going to do signings this episode, but given the money we're going to have, if we sell both of those players, we'll have around 125 million to spend. We could bring in anyone we wanted to, really. I mean, some of them might have to be never transfers down the line, but essentially we could bring in anyone we wanted to. Don't really think we need to make any sort of additions in the attacking area. Maybe a left winger, but that's not too much of an issue. Maybe a left back would be quite good to bring in. I guess anyone really. The thing is, we won the Champions League. We're an incredible squad. We don't need the signings, but if we can just find people who are absolutely insane, it might be good to just try and bring them in. All the scouts come back with attacking players as well. If anything, it's defensive players that we kind of want to need instead. We don't really need the defensive players, attacking players, sorry. And some of these max asking prices, even for us, are just like through the roof actually, looking at some of these guys. Although this William Humphreys guy is supposedly solid, but listed for transfer for 30 million. We could do with just an extra left winger actually. An extra left winger wouldn't be that bad at all. That would help us out quite nicely. I mean, why not? If it's 30 million, that could be quite a bargain. So Atlanta United and Palmeiras are playing before we play against either of them. So let's see what they get result-wise and how that might affect us. As Atlanta end up losing to 2 90th minute goals from Palmeiras, Atlanta will be fuming with that one. Also, big fan of this team just called Tractor. Where are these guys from? Iran. Tractor. What a team name. And in other news, that £30 million for Will Humphreys has been accepted. He will add some quality to the team, probably playing the league games as opposed to Champions League stuff, but he's probably good enough to rotate around. Compare him with Bryce Delaney, and actually they are a lot more similar than I thought they were. In the air, Will Humphreys a lot better because he's 6 foot compared to the 5'5" of Bryce Delaney. Technically, Bryce Delaney much better, but actually they are a lot more similar. So I think £30 million for this guy is a steal. The issue is, it's going to be the contract, isn't it? The contract is going to be the issue here, because by looks of things, he's going to be our highest earner at the club. Currently, it's Cavalcanti on 92. He wants 120. I know it's our last season and we can just sort of start to pay whatever we want for these sort of players. It's not going to matter too much, but this is maybe a little bit silly. I don't know. Let's see if he takes 100k. And, I don't know, suggest that. 120 still. If we can just get you down to 100. 100, I'd do it. Oh, I double-clicked by accident. I didn't mean to double-click, but luckily it was him agreeing to 100k. That was a little bit poor on my part, I won't lie, because I double-clicked by accident, but this guy's coming in. But it's not a transfer special yet. It's not a transfer special yet, so let's stop talking about transfers. Although saying that, he might actually join us because Liverpool and Chelsea both want him as well. Surely he'd come to us. Actually, no, I bet he won't. He'll go to Liverpool or Chelsea because they'll offer him twice as much money that we offer him. Oh, unless the alien's gone to AC Milan. Could have come back on loan to us. Snake. Although saying that, I don't think he actually had any sort of choice in the matter. I think United rejected the bids rather than him rejecting the bid from us. Yep. And of course, William Humphries has joined Liverpool instead on nearly double what we were offering him per week. Well, Lassialian and Will Humphries, they're in the past now. They're in the past. The future is Atlanta United. I think what we do as well is we probably just end up playing the same team that started that Champions League final. Why not? So Peter will start in goal with a backline of Jem Finley, Demancic, Sandro and de Klerk, McLumper and 4 in the middle, Delaney and Neve on the wings, Cavalcanti and in behind Varela. It's a team that should be absolutely dominating Atlanta. So as kickoff is upon us here today, Atlanta United immediately give the ball away to us as Jens Neve now coming forward into the area, crosses it into the 6-yard box, and Jordan 4 waiting on the edge of it gets his first goal of the game. You love to see it. I think the question could be here, how many goals are we going to get as Demancic now grabs a second goal inside of 4 minutes? Rather disappointingly though, in the 14 minutes that has gone on after those first 2 goals, we've not scored another one and we've just hit the post there. That was so annoying. Come on lads, you are better than this. Make sure we score more goals. Varela should not have hit the post from that distance or angle. He should have put that one in the back of the net and he's now given away a free kick. He's having a poor game so far, Varela. It's getting to his head a little bit, I think, as de Klerk looks to come forward now for Aberdeen as he gets the ball into Jordan 4, into Bryce Delaney who shoots and nearly scores a wonderful goal. Instead it comes down off the crossbar and out for a goal kick. Jens Neve now on the ball though into Bryce Delaney on the edge of the area. Can he grab a wonder goal? No, he can't because he plays it back to de Klerk into Tam McLumper. Tam McLumper now brought down in the area. No penalty but a Sandro cross into Cavalcanti is eventually put in the back of the net at the second time of asking. Good, back to scoring goals. Jens Neve on the ball for us now on another attack in this game. Cavalcanti showing his class there with another goal he's just picked up. He's absolutely on fire. I'll be honest, I don't think we need to really do a second half, do we? Can Atlanta just fly the white flag and forfeit at this stage? Because it would save our players a bit of condition, if I'm honest with you. But not going to come back, especially now we've just won a penalty. Jens Neve brought down in the area. Come on, lads. Let's get this one in the back of the net. It should be Cavalcanti on the penalty, and he does actually sometimes miss them in big games quite frequently. This time, though, he does not miss it. 5-0. So second half underway and already we are on an attack straight away as Jem Finley on the ball into Jan Cavalcanti looking for his hat-trick, not quite getting it that way, and the highlight finishes rather confusingly. That was not a very good highlight or a good chance for us. Not quite sure what they were really wanting to show in that instance, as it's now Atlanta coming forward. The first time we've seen them have an attack, and it's not an attack for them because they lose possession immediately. Varela is now through and on his own, but waiting for bodies to arrive in the middle. Brought down. No penalty, but Jem Finley picks up the loose ball, loses it, wins it back, and I think we just hold on to possession. There is now Varela back in towards Jan Cavalcanti, shoots from distance instead and can't get it on target. Oh no, wait, Cavalcanti has got a hat-trick today already. I didn't think he had done, but it just tells me there he's already got 3 goals. So he's having a great game as Sandro gets one now, in on the action as well. So we're 6-0 up in this game. We've got plenty of players scoring goals, but weirdly Tam McLumper and Bryce Delaney are both on 6.9s and 6.8s respectively. Not quite sure what they're doing or what they're not doing in this game to just play poorly, because this is very bizarre. When we're winning 6-0, you'd imagine everyone's playing absolutely superbly, but McLumper and Bryce Delaney, obviously not for some reason. I think we'll take both those guys off in a second after we see this attack from Atlanta United, which is going to be thwarted, hopefully. It is thwarted immediately. Now Cavalcanti can come forward on the counter-attack into Varela. It gets there somehow, and Varela gets another goal. Well, his first of the game, but another goal for this season, technically speaking. And let's get them off. Tam Lumper off for Brian Medina, and let's get Bryce Delaney off for Ishmael. In the meantime, Jens Neve looking to bring the ball forward through de Klerk now down this right-hand side, who puts the ball in towards Bryce Delaney, who's about to come off the pitch. He's trying to just make sure he gets something out of this game, potentially, to warrant, I don't know, not being subbed or so. He gets an assist there, apparently. Supposedly, Jens Neve gets the goal, but that's an assist for Bryce Delaney. Too late, you're off the pitch now, lad. 8-0. I mean, this is just a whitewash, really. I feel bad for Atlanta. But at the same time, I'd quite like to get to double figures, because double figures is only 1 goal away now. It would be pretty cool to do. I think one day, One day there is a save idea where we do like an MLS club, but the MLS is really annoying after like 2 seasons. So maybe it's a South American club, and the aim is to win the Club World Championships with a South American club, or maybe like an Asian, anything but Europe basically. I think that maybe is the goal one day, as this goal is disallowed by looks of things. Defenders appealing for offside. Where's the offside in a direct free kick, lads? Who's standing offside here? I feel like it's someone interfering with play as well, as opposed to, oh, that's tight to be fair. And actually, Jordan 4 was offside himself in that instance. So, yeah, fair enough. Come on, we just need the one more goal. I want to get to double figures. Now that we're here, I'd quite like double figures. I bet you we're not going to do it now, are we? No highlights for the last 20 minutes of the game. Finally, there's one. And this is Jens Neve hitting the woodwork. We've done that like 3 times. 3 times now hitting the woodwork. You hate to... We can't even get double figures. What a disappointing game. Anyway, so we go top of the group with the +9 goal difference. We do have to beat Palmeiras, but it wouldn't surprise me if we now lose surprisingly like 2 or 3-0. Also, Alavio set to go to Stoke for 25 million. We will accept that because that's a very good deal for us, and it's quite nice to get 25 million into the club. Thank you, Alavio, for everything, but we like the money more. And at the same time, Fox Anderson set to go to Salzburg for 20 million. So that's 45 million we're bringing into the club. That is fantastic. I think I've just seen a big bid for Bryce Delaney, is it there? No, Jordan 4. Jordan 4. It's less than what we paid for him, so no, reject it. But we now have 123 million to spend on players. When we get to the transfer special, that is going to be good. And for the Palmeiras game, everyone is exhausted. That's not ideal. Can we manage and go to second team? There's going to be a lot of players. Let's just quick pick it. I'm sure the quick pick won't do it. Okay, we are lacking play. Actually, we could do with right wingers and centre mids, couldn't we? We are going to be lacking those now that we've sold a few of them. I mean, actually, Thad McRae can play on the right-hand side instead of Jens Neve right now. We can do that. Jordan 4 can come off 4. I mean, Tam Lumper's fitter than Jordan 4 right now, so we'll make that change. So a lot of regular tired faces are going to be on the bench. What it means is Peter stays in goal and Sandro stays in the back line, but Ishmael, Tigger McLumper and Reyes de Souza make up the rest of the back line. Tam and Medina in the middle, Bryce Delaney on the left, Thad McRae on the right, Vangelis Alexandros in the shadow striker role with Evie Cathdy Fothera starting up front. So kickoff is upon us once again today. I don't think this game will be quite the whitewash that it was against Atlanta United. 1, because Palmeiras are better, and 2, we do have a weaker team out there right now. But the first highlight of the game is a defensive free kick for Palmeiras. What is going to happen with this one? Well, hopefully it's going to be a goal for us. It is a goal for us. What a fantastic goal for Evie Cathdy Fothera. Brilliant stuff. We are very good. We are very, very good. But can we get even better with a Tam McLumper goal or something like that? Come on, Tam. Medina, just wide of the mark. But despite the goal that we scored, this game thus far, and that goal from Thad McRae just now, this game so far has been a lot less busy than the game against Atlanta United. But as the half goes on, we look to have more and more attacks every now and again, and there's another goal for Evie Cathdy Fothera on a yellow card now. Maybe the second half will end up being as much of a whitewash as the Atlanta game was. I'll tell you what though, as this second half goes on, I am really feeling it in my voice actually. It's a bit embarrassing. I'm quite glad this second half though is just flying by right now, because I can really start to feel it in my voice a little bit. I spent too much time talking about transfers when I shouldn't have been talking about transfers, and it's just really got to my voice. I can really feel it in the back of my throat now. It's not much fun. I thought it was just, you know, a bad throat from singing too much and shouting too much on a night out. But actually, I think I could be a little bit ill. I don't know, because I am feeling it a bit more today. But in the meantime, with 20 minutes still to go in this game, Thad McRae on the ball in towards Bryce Delaney. There we go. 4-0, a comprehensive victory. Enjoy it while you can. That's all I'll say, because when we start a save with... I actually forgot to do it. I forgot to do the vote on the community poll between Brentford and Man City. Man City might be okay. We might dominate a little bit there if you guys choose Man City for the beta save. But if we... Well, when we go to Wrexham for the main save, we are not going to be dominating teams like this for a long time. So enjoy this while you can. Also, I'm really annoyed. Barcelona, they can get double figures. Barcelona got double. Why can't we get double figures against Atlanta United? That was really annoying. Anyway, we win this one 4-0, which means we top our group, surprise, surprise, and go through to the quarter-finals. And so the group stage finishes like this. AC Milan top their group with Sao Paulo and Al Ahly. You've got PSG topping their group with Seoul and Montpellier. I don't know why Montpellier are in there. What have they done in recent years? Have they won anything in recent years? There's the Club World Championships that they're in. Have they won anything? Why is the date so weird? Okay, they've not won anything last season or the season before that. In fact, they're not even on European competitions. How have they... Alright, I don't quite know why Montpellier are there. They're knocked out now, so it's not too much of an issue, but I don't understand how they've got there because they've not been in European competitions. But Borussia Dortmund went through against Boca and Tigres. Real Madrid went through against Atletico Mineiro and TP Mazembe, which I think I'm probably pronouncing wrong. If I just get rid of myself like so, you can see that Bayern beat Flamenco and Al Dohalil, which I think I've said wrong as well. Barcelona beat Tractor and Pyramids. Interestingly, Fluminense get through against Man United and Club America. That's an interesting one. And then obviously right down at the bottom, we beat Palmeiras and Atlanta United. And what this does is it sets up a quarter-final for us against Fluminense. The only non-European team in there, we get to play them. I was meant to be back on the stream for that point to look at the camera and say, we get to play them, but I've forgot to turn myself back on. So we will do that game next time out, along with hopefully a semi-final and hopefully a final as well. That is the plan. So thank you very much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, if you have done, make sure you do drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.